Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and this is going to be a different kind of work in progress on my room. All kinds of stuff, crazy video. So pop that tape in, I got you, let's go do this. All right, so you're going to get a little bit of a look at the hurricane mess that my room is right now. As I'm recording this, I'm still in my I'm just starting kind of my days off, not doing as much sitting and recording to try to let my ribs heal up. I've got prescription medicine, all that kind of stuff. So I am working on trying to rest, but I also can't rest in a mess. And so as long as I'm moving around, I feel pretty good. And I have a lot of new stuff coming in. I have finally pulled the trigger on all of my ATMOS surround stuff, but AVR, everything. Got the whole ball waxed, finished the ATMOS setup. I will do an unboxing video when that gets here. Then I will do a full setup video of that once that's set up when I get it. This is kind of a room in progress. We're going to do a... I don't know if you'll see it in this video, if I'll do like a time lapse. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. But I'm going to show you around the mess that's in here. This is going to be kind of the before. Now you guys see the shelves behind me. I have a whole new one coming in, and it's going over there where Once Upon a Time in Hollywood poster is going. So it's going to go on that wall. So it's going to kind of close this all in over here. That's the opposite. That's the wall I face when I talk to you guys, mostly because I'm over here and my sign is right there. So I'm going to have that over there, and I am in the process right now of reorganizing and figuring out how I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to maybe put all of my like TV sets, which are down here. They're down over there on the bottom. All my TV sets and all of my DVDs that I couldn't put in these cases that are down here on the floor. I'm going to put all of them, because they're like the snapper cases and stuff. I'm going to put all those over there, and then I'm going to put all of my studio stuff on that, because it'll hold like 600 movies. So this whole back wall will be boutique only, I think is what I'm going to do. And have that over there be just studio stuff. And the way I organize, whew, my arm's getting tired already. The way I organize is, well, let me just spin it around and show you. So the way I organize is by boutique. So you got Screen Factory, and they go all the way down. Screen Factory and Shout Studios is down there on the bottom. Then I have Arrow Video next to them. And then I have Vinegar Syndrome in the middle over here. And that comes down, and it's split up by a lot of these are Blockbuster box sets case stuff, his slip boxes. I got Hammer Horror over there. They're a new boutique. And then I got my Criterion collection down here. And then under that, you see where Criterion comes in, it stops. This is where Sci-Fi comes in. Now I put superhero movies with Sci-Fi. So that's where those come in. And then at the bottom, I have like random boutiques over here. This could be anything from Code Red, Scorpion, MVD Rewind, Severin, Synapse, stuff that I don't have as many of. Now I'm getting so many Vestrons, I got to get a new spot. But that's how that is. And then over here, as I was mentioning, is my TV shows. They go all the way back there to my corner filled with Screen Factory posters. And then there is the DVD stuff that I have left over, all DVD stuff. Those will find a new home on the new shelf that will go right back here. And then up here is my studio comedies. and they go left to right, kind of back and forth kind of a situation. I got this Columbia Classic just holding up a spot. I turn things out to not only see artwork, but as placeholders so that I have more space to slide movies in later so I don't fill it all up. So it goes comedies and then Boogie Nights, kind of Columbia Classics, but then Boogie Nights starts the dramas. And those within these are the studio dramas in alphabetical order, loose alphabetical order. And then it comes back over here. So it's kind of like a typewriter, right? Like left to right. Ding. Ding. So there starts there, and then this kind of bridges the gap, the Wizard of Oz set, and then into my Tarantino collection. Kind of bridges the gap between drama and sort of action adventure studio stuff. So that goes over, comes back, and so on until it's just alphabetical order. And it ends basically down here with Young Guns. And you see I haven't put the two new Kubrick steelbooks in to their spot yet. World War Z is actually open. I just cut the plastic on the other side because I watched that when I got it. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll just splice the plastic on the other side and slide it out. But so all of this, like the DVD stuff and my television sets, I think will go probably like the bottom shelving again, kind of like these bottom shelves. It'll go bottom shelving again over here. And then I'll put the studio stuff at the top. So we'll have comedy. We'll probably start with horror, comedy, drama, action. Because right now, my horror is over here. It's kind of on the other side of Scream Factory because it kind of goes with it. And it may end up staying with the boutiques, but it just doesn't look as nice, right? It's not as uniform. So the other thing I will do when I get the new shelf, and I should probably also add, I am putting a like either 6 or 8 foot shelf over the top up here. So like knickknacks and other kind of things can go up there. So like some of this stuff, like my Star Wars popcorn ball bucket. There's another one right there. Stuff like this can also go up there. So that will probably head up there. So that's how I got it. Oh, and down here, again, I'm going to need a little more space. My Kino, this is all Kino down here. These 2 rows, but I'm going to need more for that. And as you can see, my Scream Factory and Shout Studios, they're going to need more room here very soon. My Criterions already need more room. And Vinegar Syndrome is going to need more room. Now we got a little bit more to go over, but needing more room is going to lead me into another video that I'm going to do completely separate. It is a little past mid-year. I've decided I'm going to do a yearly purge of movies, whether I have duplicates, whether I've upgraded, and I'm not going to keep the Blu-ray. Usually I'll keep the DVD if it has special. If something has different features and stuff, I'll keep it. But if it's the same, or if I have somehow ended up with multiple copies of the same 4K or anything like that, or if it's a movie that I watched and I just know I'm never going to watch again, they're going to go in my out collection, my purge. And I've already started a pile over here. I'll cover those in a video. If we see any as we're looking today, I might pull one off, but I'll cover one in a video and go over everything at mid-year. I'm going to set those all aside in a box, and at the end of the year, I'm gonna do a video on it, sell them, give them away, whatever. Kind of do it along with my Vinegar Syndrome end of the year kind of which ones am I keeping, not keeping situation. So it's kind of a weeding out, a pruning, because I want to curate a collection. I do not want to just hoard a bunch of titles and be drowning in them. So I have another little quirk over here. All of us collectors are quirky as hell. You guys know I love 80s movies. You know I'm a big Stallone fan, Schwarzenegger fan, obviously Carpenter fan, Spielberg fan, Karate Kid, 80s movies. So over here behind me on these shelves are certain movies that I've kept together that are kind of excluded from all this. And I'm going to have to think of a way to do this going forward, but I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So over here, it's getting messy. I've got Schwarzenegger films over here. I've got Stallone films over here. And it doesn't matter. You see how the format's all mixed? That's driving me nuts. I've got all these films over here from them. And I've got Karate Kid. And then I have just 80 stuff in movies that are important. I also have Christmas movies together. I'm a sucker giant kid for Christmas. I put my Christmas movies together. They're down there. And then I have random things that mean a lot to me from the 80s and growing up, like The Goonies, Back to the Future, Scooby-Doo, stuff like that. And then a few of the VHSs that are important to me. Monster Squad, Caddyshack, Stripes, Return of the Jedi. I don't do a bunch of VHS, but I do some. And I've just always kept these together because they're like a security blanket, kind of. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that going forward. How I'm going to do that. Because I'm thinking what I may do back here is all of my collector stuff that I get from Blockbuster box sets. And my buddy Brian, when he does slips and stuff, these all may go back here behind me so it looks nice in uniform. Over here has been my second site and umbrella, like kind of foreign boutique stuff with some Blockbuster box sets stuff and Synapse Red Shirt mixed in. You can see stuff down here. There's Convoy. I got some more stuff down there. I think these are going to find a new home over on the main wall with the boutique labels. I may put them over here in the new shelf, but I think they're probably going to go over here with the boutique labels. So it's a lot of, I'm going to have to pull out and make a lot of mess in order to get it straightened up. So as you can see, that is a lot that is going on. And y'all, that doesn't even touch half of it. You get a little peek behind the curtain at how messy everything is over here. I'll just kind of go over and show you guys stuff. So this is like a little bin over here that was kind of like a catch-all for different things that need to find a home or are going to be given away, stuff like that. There's my Deadpool set because it's going to be probably part of a new home. These are my cases that my DVDs go in. Over here is a kegerator, which I never use. It actually has to be, I have parts in there to fix it. It has an old half-empty keg in it that's like 10 years old or something, 5 years old, 8 years old, something. This is going to come out of here for that to go over on the wall. So I'm going to get me a magnet sheet because I'm a magnet guy. My Disney Universal passes, my kids, all that kind of stuff. I got a couple of filing cabinets over here. I got one right here that my second speaker sets on. That speaker is actually a very expensive reference monitor speaker for editing, especially for editing, so that it doesn't change the sound. So I'm going to take this filing cabinet and just slide it. This will come away. Slide that filing cabinet over, push them both that way a little bit so that I have room for the new shelf. I'm going to have to get all my Screen Factory posters out from there. So you can see it's a ton of mess. There is all kinds of stuff. It's kind of like a catch-all back here right now. So it is time to change it up. My desk is a mess. It's driving me crazy. Everything is messy because it's in a state of flux. Protein bars at the ready. Down here is a quick little glimpse at some of the movies I've pulled that I'm not keeping. And then this shelving is going to get reorganized as well. Of course, my painting up here, all this kind of stuff. This is my TV and stand area. All of these are to be watched, to be evaluated movies for the most part that just came in. Some of them I have watched, but I'm going to have my tower speakers go over here. Some of this stuff is going to come off the wall here, like this painting that I did. Some of this stuff's going to come off the wall. We're going to have new homes for some of my pictures here. And these are all like whether we're at conventions, working together at premieres or anything like that, behind the scenes stuff. So all that's coming off. I got a lot to organize over here. You're getting a little peek at the new furniture, movie theater style furniture. This is the new shelving. There's going to be a shelf that goes along the top, like I was saying. And then there's going to be another shelf that's going to go across the top of this TV, up a little higher. It's going to kind of frame out the TV so I can put other stuff up there. But my ATMOS speakers are also going to go right over the top of it, almost like bookends. Now, they'll mount on the wall, but it'll kind of look like they're bookending it so that they don't look out of place up there, really. But lots of stuff. It is just a mess. I'm taking all these. Whenever someone sends me movies in cases, I keep all the cases. If I get cases, I've got a box to keep all the plastic protectors in until I have enough to do a whole section. I can't have them. I know it's crazy. I can't have them be mismatched. So until I get enough to do a whole section, I just save all the plastic protectors. But lots of work to be done. Just a colossal mess everywhere right now. But I will be getting it all organized. You know, the way you collect and the way you organize, it's unique to you. Like I understand that this whole thing over here with like my safety blanket movies, my favorite guys, whatever, my go-to dudes and movies growing up, it kind of disrupts the other system, but it works for me because I know where they're at. I have got the CLZ app. I have not scanned in more than like 10 movies. I got to do it. So when I get organized, I'm going to be scanning in by section. Because I have slipped and bought things twice. And I've been sent things and I was like, oh crap, I didn't think I had that. And I do have that. So lots of stuff to organize and I am working on it. So basically the way it's done is by boutique, loose alphabetical order within that boutique. And then studio by genre, just like you would have found them in the video rental stores, right? Studio by genre. So horror that is in alphabetical order, studio. Comedy, alphabetical order, studio. Action, adventure, so on. And then boutiques are their own thing, and they're in loose alphabetical order. So that's how I do it. The only thing that throws that is my little safety blanket favorites over here. And of course the box sets. When I do this, I will probably get most of these box sets, oddballs, off of the main shelving. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to leave things like this within the context of the section, if that makes sense. Like this. This I will, because it's Scream Factory together in a boutique. But like this, I mean, the question is, should those stay there or should they go in with like special packaging sets? Like if this is Blockbuster box sets and whatever Brian sends me or whatever, like should it go in special packaging box sets or should it stay together within the horror studio section. Same thing with these. I will probably, if I do the Blockbuster box sets together, I got to decide how I'm going to do it, what's going to go up on the shelving. So lots to figure out for sure. And the other shelf just got here. Got to figure out something else to do with Michael Myers because he's on the beer tap there. So lots to figure out. And it's hard because you have to kind of make a bigger mess to get reorganized. So, but it keeps me from sitting and bothering my back so much, though I will like sit, like I was over here looking earlier. Let me flip this back around. I know it's getting you seasick probably. So I was just realizing, like, I now have the 4K Kickboxer. I don't have this. I mean, I don't need this, and this steelbook broke right there on the spine. So that is another one that will be in the Move Out collection. I hate that artwork. He's blue. I hate it. So, and I took the bullet for you guys on Frailty because just like a month or so before it was announced, I ordered the print-on-demand Blu-ray. Now I have the 4K, so I don't need it. But, oh man, lots and lots and lots to do. And I just got to figure out where I put it all, because I'm thinking, this isn't even actually full because I have so much turned out, and like I'm using a whole shelf for this. So when I get a whole new shelf, 600 Blu-ray, 600 movies it'll hold. I would say probably more like 500 because the DVD sets are big of TV. These three probably would still hold several hundred more if I didn't front face. So if I also purge and get rid of like 30, 40 more movies, whatever it is that I get rid of, you don't care if it's only 15, that's going to make even more space. So I should be good for space for a good while, because I'm also adding the other shelf over the top of this so that some of the box sets won't take up as much room. So I should be good for a hot minute. As you got to figure, even if you were buying 20 movies a month, it'd probably take you a couple of years to fill up. So, and that's without purging. So I'm on track. I just got a lot. I got a lot to do, but I'm going to share the progress with you. So there'll be updates. I don't know if it'll be updated in this video or not. It depends on how the other videos go. But because this video is already at like 24 minutes, so we may just go into another video where you kind of get a progress, and then a final one where you get the after the kind of thing as a little update all along. But you guys let me know if that's how you'd want to see it. And I'm going to get off here and get back to work. But if you enjoyed this, it's very different. Just a peek behind the scenes. Like as I'm looking down here right now, I'll show you something else. You guys don't really see this, but that clapper right there was actually used in some of my filmmaking. Well, that one's a kind of a fake one up top, but that one down there isn't. Got some little Funko Pops. Got my little Christmas vacation stuff down there. Huge Chevy Chase fan. So lots of stuff you guys don't see. Just want to share it with you as the progress is going. And you know what? I am going to just leave the video with this. We'll have the 2 update videos because I want to leave room for your suggestions as I'm starting to go through this. Any kind of suggestions on what you'd like to see, what I should do with stuff, anything else while I'm in the process of doing this, drop it in the comments and let me know. But very different video. We normally do physical media news, 4K reviews, big lists, recommendations, all that kind of stuff, talk filmmaking. But sometimes it's fun just to get behind the curtain and see, like, hey, this is all the kind of stuff we're into. And I want to share it with you. So that's what I did today. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And, you can join the channel and support this madness here at the YouTube channel link or the Patreon, where it's all uncensored madness over there, and they take a lot less of what you contribute to the channel. But no matter what, you get your name. I got one hand. Your name in lights on every single video. Behind the scenes look, so it doesn't get much more behind the scenes than this. But all of that, and it really helps me out, and I really do appreciate it. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.